All right, so Knocking on Heaven's Door is a great time to bring in drop thumb because it uses a 16th note pattern where it's going, this is just how it might sound. We'll break it down and we'll slow it down in a minute, but at the speed of the song this might be a nice thing to play. Clawhammer style, using a drop thumb. Now the right hand doesn't really need to pay much attention to what it's doing. That makes things easier when you can ignore the right hand, but definitely, get comfortable just with the drop thumb. Even for me, it's if I'm playing a lot, if I'm used to playing just a boom diddy, it's a little bit hard for me to switch, so I have to slow it down and it's like do-wah diddy, do-wah diddy, do-wah diddy, da-da. So instead of counting 1, 2, I guess in this song it would be like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2. Like, that's not going to be bad. You could play that over the song, but really the groove speaks to this even, like, they're 16th notes, and it's slow enough that makes it possible. But the 16th note is like, you count it like this: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Now there's a few things going on because you gotta, where's the chord change? But you can see in the tab that the chord changes, there's 2 beats of G, and there's one bar split between G and D, and then a whole bar of the next chord, which is alternating between A minor and C. So I don't think you'll have too much trouble with it. It just kind of like even if you were just strumming, like, our ears are the ones that follow where we are in the song. Now it's switched to like a boom ditty. Right, you could play a slower one, but this song's so slow already that really lends itself to playing the... You could play this. Like, if you want to play on the beat mostly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Start here. Just get comfortable switching back to drop thumb, and just play all drop thumb over one chord. So that's the most basic layer. So you can begin to forget about your right hand and what it's doing. You just get your right hand going how it needs to by doing this over one chord. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a... Can just be like that. You can even go slower. You can pause the video and go slower just to get the movement if you need to. You can change strings. Change strings with your thumb on the drop thumb. Now, it's not that important for this. In order to play the song, it's more rhythmic. We're focusing on the groove-based stuff, but you can mess around playing different strings. Drop thumb's really cool because it allows you to play things that aren't possible when you're playing the boom ditty rhythm, because now you have one extra subdivision of a beat to play with. All right, so let's run through the chords. 1 E and a 2 E and and a 3 and a 4 and a do-wah-diddy, do-wah-diddy, dee-diddy, A minor, diddy, A minor. Now if you have to pause to change the chords, that's okay. At this stage, you don't need to do that. But when you come into jam, if you're not at the chord yet, just keep the right hand going because the right hand locks into the groove. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a D, A minor, G, 4, 3 and a 4 E and a C and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a D and a D. Now, that's full speed right there, pretty much. Now it's a little bit fast even to play a 16th note pattern even at a slow tempo. So practice even slower than you might hear it, and it's gonna make the sound a little draggy, like knock knock knocking on heaven's door. It's more important just to solidify the muscle memory in your right hand to get the drop thumb, and then you crank up the speed just like we've been doing. So start super slow, start with just one chord, and then after you've done that for a little bit, you could crank up the speed from that point. If you get it with one chord, you can try playing a little bit faster, see if the muscle memory is kicked in on that drop thumb, or you can move to the chord changes where you're counting 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a A minor and a A minor, 3 E and a 4 and a 1. But drop thumb or playing boom ditties are fine. Playing just strumming, guitar style on the banjo is fine. Guitar style is it's very similar to Clawhammer. Now you can kind of even get a hybrid style. Just watch the guitar videos for like how I think about that. It could be, yeah. So I think that's probably good enough for a little bit of incorporating drop thumb into the jam. So hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.